the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Sadie Ghana yensikasem enhyehyeye ene yesikasem entotoye etie no. Ebrebi edura according to manhyehyeye sadie meka no e was Ghana for a finance minister ekomrahye bedwam na present the budget for the following year. In the year 2025, the onus lies on the finance minister. Say obekomrahye bedwam na presenting the budget for 2026. Ghana yakọ homabosika for 2026. Projects ahodoa aban no, in fact, ewo eniswade hunu wo mu se obeye, be it in the education sector, be it in the health sector, be it infrastructure, akwan ahodoa ye any ade ni nyina no is contained in the comprehensive budget statement. Finance minister ebe deliver ede akere emrahye bedwa. And it normally takes place November museya no na ye de awura afefoforo ni mo. Eno ti do say ya na Ghana for do na no are very expectant with respect to ede ayin na aban ye beka. Nhye ben na aban de begu akwa mu. Ato ahodo ben na aban no beyi de free yeso. Ato ahodo foforo ben na aban no esan de aba. Nhye ben na aban no ye ede afa ya komma bosika ho. Aban adwuma ye fo akatua. Afei enyoma ahodo bebrebe. Ene Dr. Kesel Atoforsen, Finance Minister, Member of Parliament for Jumakun Enyanesiam, a presented 2026 budget. In fact, can Nsem-Pii from agric to education to health to transportation, GDP, debt to GDP ratio, and all the technical terms here. Sika sem entutu ye for so owie ye no ena speaker yewra Alban Bagbin edi akwanya to mu say minority leader and majority leader ewa akwanya say omo pass comment on the delivery made by the finance minister ena the honorable Alexander Afenyo marking ekoyi nsem bidia tumu a enya sem ketwa finance minister to one what tiri ho ani waba. Majority leader to one was in the trust any waba. Speaker of Parliament na ne ho adwire no say hey nsem nyina wo yenko na yenko tie the honorable Alexander Afenyo marking review awayeye about the presentation made by the finance minister Mrahye bedwam enede.
Now you have all stretched your limbs, you have refreshed yourselves, and you are ready for a long haul. And so I'm ready for you this night. Yes, Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, in March this year, when the finance minister started his lamentation, we were minded to forgive him because he was new on the job. Today, after several months on the job, he came to repeat the same lamentation, part 2 of his lamentation. Mr. Speaker, the minister may be minded to see the empty public gallery. The business community decided to abandon him. All these empty chairs, this is not what we've known in the past. Mr. Speaker, the minister attempted to provide some figures. He gave a tall list of allocations. What he failed to add, that in the 2025 budget that he brought to this house, we had Director of Operations at the Jubilee House, at the presidency, who publicly said every month the presidency gives 20,000 Ghana cedi to each constituency. It totals 66 million. Where did they get that money from? Mr. Mustafa Bandi, the Deputy General Secretary of NDC and Director of Operations at the Presidency, he publicly said that every month the Presidency gives 20,000 cedis to each constituency. The Minister of Finance has not accounted for this. How that money is given, time will tell. Mr. Speaker, Parliament, the Minister has failed to consider the work of Parliament. He provides a paltry sum to Parliament when Parliament is the only body that does oversight. Parliament is an important organ of state. When the minister himself is a minister, is a member of Parliament, and fails to recognize the Parliament and its work, and you say we should hail you. Look at the ministers and their faces. Mr. Speaker, 2025, he should tell us the releases he gave them. When he was mentioning some of the figures, the ministers were looking as if this is the first time they were seeing the figures. Was there any consultation? Mr. Speaker, was there any consultation? Did they even know what was going to be in the budget? Mr. Speaker, ni a vote kahame ameke akenuchumomba ameke wake akenuchumomba abaha 24-hour economy, one job, 3 shifts. Yano yakwe gamashi teshi la nungwa yute ameke imgbe 24-hour economy yo nichumwe imgbe nichumwe yo omusi ejuma no wayi musi 24-hour economy and then wo ba ye 24-hour economy one kan one sem nso mo to njum si 24-hour economy, one job, 3 shifts no wayi wo minister wo MPs no mo ntumi nkom constituency.
Minority leader. Minority leader.
I'm going to translate.
Your
to which?
No, I don't need a translation.
Oh,
I think your time is up for the comments.
Mr. Speaker, it's okay. Mr. Speaker, it's okay.
This is
after Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members.
You see your man. You see.
Honorable members.
It's okay. It's okay.
Members, these are initial comments. Definitely, there will be a motion for you to debate the budget, even before we go to the appropriation bill. So these are initial comments, and you don't need to belabor the point.
IV. Mr. Speaker, these are very serious matters. Mr. Speaker, my colleague, the majority leader, is here. In all fairness to me and my colleagues in leadership, Mr. Speaker, when these things happen, our back sometimes carries a certain impression as though we are in the know. There was no engagement. Mr. Speaker, we are dealing with a tax, a VAT exemption of $10 million being given to a company. This is the finance minister who is against tax exemption. I am saying that, Mr. Speaker, it is only fair. It is only fair that if the government side intends to do this, we discuss. Mr. Speaker, we had a pre-sitting. These important matters were never discussed. You look at, Mr. Speaker, a digitalization contract between GRA and Trudeau Investment Limited. Mr. Speaker, we don't know anything. It was a reason why I got up. Mr. Speaker, it is only fair. The practice is that the two leaders were engaged. But when you print other paper at the end, we don't know anything about it, then it is announced. Mr. Speaker, it is never the practice. I've been where he is before, and they know Dr. Forson was here, and he knows that at every point, especially on addendum, he will never agree to surprises. He knows that. Finance Minister, be fair. Mr. Speaker, they shouldn't always create a certain impression that we are in this house to litigate on every matter. I feel very bad when they create that impression. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Party leader.
The whole country is watching us. The whole world is watching us. Mr. Speaker, our rules are very clear. And 2 days ago, I had occasion to tell my colleague, the minority leader, that we must begin to honor and respect our rules. Mr. Speaker, our rules in Order 126 says that the chair shall be heard in silence, and the chair is the speaker. And let me read the provisions. It says that the speaker is responsible for the maintenance of order and observance of the rules of debate in the House. Whenever the speaker addresses the House, any member standing shall immediately resume the member's seat, and the speaker shall be heard in silence. Mr. Speaker, whilst you are addressing this House and facilitating the laying of papers in this House, our friends opposite did not only remain standing in their feet, but were singing, obstructing, disrespecting you, disrespecting the chair, disrespecting the maze, and disrespecting the people of Ghana.
I am exceedingly grateful. And Speaker, I'm happy you have called the very business we were all anticipating to be called. Speaker, let me take this opportunity to make pleadings to the majority leader. And if he recalls, at conclave, he had made the point, because we even suggested that we were at third reading, and he had made the point, no, we should just come and read the budget and call the day off. Now it has become necessary that we take this very item. When we walk into the chamber, I kept drawing the attention of the front bench on the other side that this is just the third reading. Let's take it. So the point I'm emphasizing on is we should learn to reach out. We should just learn to reach out. Majority leader. Today, for instance, Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry if I know we are all fatigued. We had to stage a compromise for the collective interest of this House. When the Honorable Habib had to withdraw his motion, and Majority Leader, I heard you when you reach out to us. Yeah, to take it some other day. When you reach out to us, we understood, and we yielded to your call. You see, so it's a give and take. It's a give and take. When the leader, our leader, was on his feet, it was only drawing our attention to the fact that if we had mentioned to him that these businesses were supposed to be laid, we will not be opposed to it. But it's just a show of respect and magnanimity so that we understand that this House, regardless of the numbers, is a two-sided House. I am pained by the way we are prosecuting business. You cannot tell me to sit down. If you want to speak, catch the eye of the speaker. What do you mean? You can't tell me to sit down. What do you mean? No, you cannot do that. You should catch the eye of the speaker.
Please.
Speaker, sometimes
address me.
You should. I am in leadership.
I'm locating them. I'll handle them. Please. Yes, please address me.
Speaker, so I am simply saying that, Majority Leader, we respect you. Many occasions we defer to you. Ever since I came to this house, I have never disrespected you. But sometimes the way you go about carrying your business, you don't carry the entire house along. Anytime you need us to compromise, when you reach out to us, we often yield to you. So we want to plead with you, Majority Leader, Mr. Majority Leader, we want to plead with you. We will not come to this house to obstruct government business. No, we will not. So just reach out to us, just to talk to us. We are human as you are. We know you have a business to prosecute. And I have been a majority chief way before. This is just the beginning of a cycle. We are now going to go for, you will lay it, don't worry. We are now going to take about 50 motions. You cannot have all your numbers all the days. Well, you'll be there and be saying this. There will be times that you will need us to compromise. Speak, you can find out from your majority leader. We work together. Let's work together. Because we are, our colleagues should know that we need to work together. Nobody is perfect here. Sometimes I am paying the way we are being treated. We are in the minority, so what? We can make very good suggestions for the prosecution of government business.
Honorable Minority Chief Whip, I think enough is enough. I know that the leaders on daily basis have been cooperating, because on daily basis I hold meetings with you people at the lobby and I participate in your trade-offs, trying to accommodate each other. And so when on the floor, sometimes we disagree. I think it's better for you to do what you are doing on the floor, outside the floor.
The report is ready and it will be submitted and the detail may be discussed by this House. Mr. Speaker, this audit has not only saved the nation billions in potential losses, but also restored accountability, strengthened expenditure controls, and reaffirmed this government's unwavering commitment to fiscal discipline and transparency. Mr. Speaker, we have identified an abuse in the use of import declaration forms, IDFs. Mr. Speaker, I'll give you the update. Right Honorable Speaker, our investigation into Ghana's import system exposed a staggering abuse of import declaration forms, a tool meant to support legitimate trade, but now hijacked for illicit transfers and tax evasion. Mr. Speaker, between April 2020 and August 2025, over 525,000 transactions amounting to an equivalent of $83 billion were processed through ICOPS. Mr. Speaker, surprisingly, this amount of $83 billion were transferred from Ghana in the name of imports. But surprisingly, Mr. Speaker, only 10,440 of these transactions were linked to actual imports. Mr. Speaker, an equivalent of $31 billion in transactions were transferred abroad with no goods imported into the country. Mr. Speaker, this leaks bleeds our reserves, weakens the Mr. Speaker, this leaks bleeds our reserves, weakens the Ghana cedi, and deprive the economy of resources that should have been used to build schools, roads, and hospitals. Mr. Speaker, the audit also reveals that some importers under-declared values to hide about 76 billion cedis in imports, denying Ghana about 11 billion Ghana cedis in potential revenue between 2020 to 2025 August. Mr. Speaker, other importers inflated transfer values, aided by some banks that ignored the $200,000 ceiling set by the central bank. Over 17,700 IDF applications broke this limit, channeling an equivalent of about 20 billion United States dollars in unverified transactions out of Ghana. Right, Honorable Speaker, this was not a loophole. Mr. Speaker, I repeat, this was not a loophole. It was an organized system for exploitation. In fact, an organized crime. Mr. Speaker, persons and institutions behind these activities are being referred to the Attorney General, Economic and Organized Crime Office, the FIC, and CID for investigation. Mr. Speaker, also, the Ghana Revenue Authority will establish a special recovery unit to reclaim all this lost revenue between this period. Right, Honorable Speaker, government has since acted decisively. An interagency committee will now audit all imported related transfers going forward. The Bank of Ghana will also match every forex transfer with verified import data. The Speaker, we are drawing a hard line. Every dollar leaving Ghana must deliver real value for the people of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, Ghana's public debt is firmly on downward path. Mr. Speaker, by October 2025, total debt had fallen from 726.7 billion Ghana cedis, or 61.8% of GDP in 2024, to 630.2 billion Ghana cedis, equivalent of 45% of GDP. Mr. Speaker, marking one of the sharpest decline in our history. Mr. Speaker, for the first time in over a decade, we have recorded a negative rate of debt accumulation from a positive 19.1% in 2024 to a negative 13.3% in 2025. Mr. Speaker, this turnaround reflects fiscal discipline, prudent borrowing, and stronger cedi, showing that Ghana's reforms are being measured, Mr. Speaker, and they are showing results.